Sterling matchup. Tail the tape is brought to you by eBay Motors. Calvin Kattar is 36. Aljamain Starling making his featherweight debut at 34. Kattar taller by 4 inches, less pronounced in reach. Just 1 inch the edge for the Bostonian. All right, now for the introductions back inside the buff. Ladies, it's Calvin Kattar. Kattar, the naturally bigger man, is in black. Starling is in white.
Aljo looks noticeably thicker, though.
Yeah, he looks a lot better.
Yeah, he looks a lot better. He looks way bigger, too.
Still says he walks around 174 pounds.
What he cannot do is be reckless, though. Calvin Kattar is a sniper, man.
With real one-punch knockout power. And when he thinks he has an advantage in his striking, he's absolutely lethal. The Ricardo Lamas fight is a great example of that. Oh, nice right hand by Aljamain.
Starling said other than Arnold Allen, Kattar was the highest ranked featherweight opponent he was offered for this divisional debut. Good check there by Kattar.
And a jab there by Kattar. Snapped the head of Aljamain Starling back. Aljo switches stances a lot, just really trying to figure out how and when he can level change into a takedown. You guys spoke about Aljamain Starling's back take and the walk. He's phenomenal going there. I think the most impressive we've ever seen him be was when he submitted Corey Sandhagen, who is a tremendous mixed martial artist. But when Aljo can get to his positions, man, he's as good as anybody in the world.
What Aljo's got to be careful about is rushing in.
Yep.
Because he tends to lunge forward when he makes his attacks on his feet, and that's what cost him in the fight with Sean O'Malley.
Kattar's cutting him off. This is very smart on Kattar's behalf, making sure that Aljamain Starling is the one that's backing up. It's very difficult to change level into an attack or get off a real attack whenever you're on your heels. You got to be on the balls of your feet to change level and get the explosiveness you need in order to take someone down.
There's a single.
Big moment here for Kattar. If he can stay upright. Aljo's got a circle. There it is. Run the pipe there.
Down. He's got him. He's got him. This is huge for Aljo. Absolutely huge. And Aljo is a constrictor on the ground. He is so strong, and his grappling is so elite, so high level. His back take is about as good as it gets in the sport.
Kattar's doing a good job shoving him down towards his ankles. When you're the bottom guy, you want to get that guy down as far on your legs as you can. There's no material to latch onto. It's much easier to control someone up around the waist and the body or down below the hips, where you can get onto those shorts and control your opponent. And already Aljo's behind him.
Yeah, Calvin's very, very dangerously close to getting his back taken. All Aljo has to do is pop that head out from under that left arm, and he's behind him.
Kattar needs to reach back and go to a whizzer.
Kattar defending right in front of his corner, chief by Tyson Chartier.
Back up, though. Very nicely done by Calvin. And down again.
Good job by Aljamain getting in front with that right leg.
Now Aljo's got one hook in. He lets it go. Drag him down again. Nicely done by Aljo. Again, one hook. Now he's much better. Now he's really on the back.
When speaking to Aljo earlier in the week, he said he wanted to make sure that he was taking advantage of what he felt was a massive grappling advantage.
Yes.
But Kattar was able to limit much going against him in that exchange.
Yeah, some energy expenditure, but Kattar never fully relinquished the back. Under a minute now to go, round one.
Good kick to the body there by Aljo. And Aljo has not been really cracked on the feet yet.
Yeah, Kattar's 2 for 20.
Yeah, he's been actually getting off much more shots.
Yes, Aljo looks much more comfortable on his feet right now. He seems fresh. It's been a while since we've seen Aljamain Starling, and you can see it. You know, he looks very fresh in there right now.
Well, it's just the difference between not killing yourself at 135 pounds. He just looks much more relaxed, much more energy.
Ray Longo, Miraz Dvalishvili, Dennis Bazookia. in the corner of Starling tonight. Pretty good entry there by Starling.
Look at the speed there, how he ducked under that jab. The speed advantage is clearly on Starling's side.
4 takedowns for Starling in round 1. Cornered tonight. He's a loyal guy, but he's leaned on you heavily. Dino, what'd you see there in round 1?
Yeah, that was kind of the round that we expected. So the important thing now was for him to be able to maintain the same type of pressure throughout the second and third round. The round was good than the first, but he's got to be able to maintain it. And I told him it might be tougher because he's dealing with a heavier, stronger guy now and not them little 135ers.
Pretty urgent start to round 2 for Starling.
2 beautiful outside leg kicks.
Yep.
Now he's down on the legs.
Well, I mean, he just looks really good on the feet, too. Looks faster than Calvin. The thing about being used to fighting lighter guys, he's used to fighting faster guys. And he's moving with that same kind of urgency at 45.
That was a very unorthodox technique there by Aljamain. He was on a double leg and stepped across to hook the leg of Calvin Kattar before he ever got to an angle. And then when Calvin started to defend, he just scooped that leg out and pulled it back towards him and sat Kattar down. But right now they seem to be stuck in a position because it feels like the moment Aljo tries to advance, Kattar, with that hand control, is going to explode back up his feet.
Jason Herzog watching intently. Kattar gives him a look to see if he might offer up a warning, but Starling maintaining control of an ankle.
Well, he's advancing now. Now he's going to pull him onto his hip. Yep.
Yeah, he's turning.
He was able to secure that far ankle with his inside hand. Kattar had 2 hands to 1. He's got to get back to 2 hands to 1. We saw Leon Edwards do this to Kamaru Usman masterfully. Every time Kamaru got to an attack here, Leon would attack the left hand and just ignore everything else, but just focus on one hand, never allowing Usman to advance.
These fighters have fought 7 minutes. Kattar is 3 of 27 on his significant strike attempts. So Starling at his neutralizing best here early on.
That's pretty amazing.
He shut him down.
Just completely shut him down. But again, this is world championship caliber fighter versus a guy who hasn't quite reached that level.
Starling continuing to stay active, peppering knees to that right leg of Kattar.
And for as important as jiu-jitsu is on the ground, right here, this clinch position, grappling, is not just jiu-jitsu from the ground. It's all of this. And Aljamain being a high-level grappler and Calvin being a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt is really showing in just the control and the positioning that Aljamain Starling is having in this fight.
Also, the domination that Aljamain's showing with the grappling is making Calvin much more hesitant on the feet. He doesn't have the confidence to extend and look for those big shots.
Ooh. Sneaky combination there by Starling. Under 2 minutes now, round 2.
But I think Calvin's success will start if he can stop a takedown. Or one clear, no, this isn't happening when Aljamain level changes. I'm meaning stop the takedown. Don't allow himself to be pushed against the side of the octagon. It'll start to make Aljamain question. Right now, everything he's doing is working, whether it's getting to the clinch or getting to a takedown.
But look at even that.
Yeah.
He's so hesitant on the feet because of the fear of the grappling of Aljamain that he can't react properly.
He hasn't stopped anything.
Right.
You have to stop something, and you need to stop the first one. If you can stop the first one, then the grappler starts to go, oh my goodness, this is going to be a much longer fight than I anticipated.
Kattar seems a little bit frozen in time on the feet. Perhaps fatigue is part of it. He hasn't been in the octagon in a couple years, but
it's fatigue from the grappling in the first round for sure. But it's also just Aljamain's much better.
Calvin's chances on the feet. Once you take down that threat of Calvin in the striking, it becomes a pretty easy fight for Aljamain Starling.
And that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, and that's what you're seeing right now. Aljo just controlling him. And he's never been put in danger. We all talk about the Sean O'Malley fight, and how Aljamain overextended himself. That only happened because in round one, even though Aljo might have won, he worked so hard trying to get to any type of grappling positions that he was a little tired, he was a little unsure of himself, so he made a mistake. Right now, Calvin Kattar's not giving him anything that's going to cause him to make any type of mistake.
And through 2 rounds, Aljamain Starling has secured more takedowns, 6, than Kattar has landed significant strikes, 4.
Don't miss Chael and Ion. Good guy, bad guy, twice every week.
And hopefully you guys can take advantage of all this gratuitous promotion
Dude,
you're
how
receiving
many
tonight in
promos
UFC
do we have?
300.
I cannot believe how many of these promos I have done.
While some of you were in commercial break, Tyson Chartier said to his guy Calvin Kattar, you trained 532 days to get back in there. We'll see if he can let the offense go in this 3rd and final round, but already the distance has been closed.
And honestly, I love that message. Don't sugarcoat it for your athlete. You got to tell them that most times when you don't give your best effort, you regret it so badly that the moment you're back in the locker room, you start to question and cry and feel bad for yourself. And I tell my athletes constantly, you don't get to feel bad for yourself. You didn't give yourself a chance. And that's right now what Tyson Chartier is essentially telling Calvin Kattar. I want to see no tears when you don't have the ability to do nothing about it anymore. Right now, you got 5 minutes to try to change this. And he's gotten taken down already.
First appearance on a numbered card for Kattar in about 4 years. As we mentioned, his last 5 UFC fights coming in, all main events. All against high-level competition, but at times, doesn't necessarily look like he wants to be in there tonight, with total respect.
Told him to wake up. Coach told him to wake up. And I just don't know if he can. Aljo's doing a really good job of just smothering him.
Even right there, he tried to take the back of Aljo, and he kind of just gave up on it.
He looks a little tired. I mean, he's fatigued.
Well, even if he plays this on mute, it's going to be disappointing.
Yeah, he'll watch and be disappointed.
Well, and the real circumstance in this fight is Aljamain Starling at his suffocating best tonight, 8 of 13 on the takedowns thus far, coming up on 7 minutes of ground control as well.
And you know what the dark stroke here. You know what the thing that Calvin Kattar has to worry about now in his next appearance is everybody should try to fight him like this. And everybody will try to fight him like this.
Total domination tonight by the Funkmaster Aljamain Starling in his UFC featherweight debut. Here was one of the big highlights in that 3rd and final round. Back with the official decision in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Decision, Aljamain Starling.
Easy fight to score, 20th.